Your kids don't have to be your world. They just don't. Your kids are one part of the many things that make up your world. So go ahead and be you. You are a full person. You are a whole person with hopes, dreams, aspirations, talents, likes, dislikes, tastes, values before they hit the earth. Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Steph, Creative Director of Just Two Women LLC. And just encourage you guys and just share a thought I had with you. And that is, there are so many of us, especially if you are, even whether it's true or not, so many people just say, my kids are my world, right? If your kids are your world, and if you plan on living until at least 80 years old, you're going to have a lonely world for about 60 years. And I said that to say is that I know that, at 18, every adult child doesn't leave the nest. But if your kids are your world, I would definitely stop and really just do a check on your world and how fulfilled that world is. I'm definitely a mom who loves her children and really happy they just bless me every single day as much as they drive me completely bonkers. I love my kids and the relationship that I have with them, and that continues to grow. But my kids are not my world. My kids are not my everything. I was a person in my totality before I became a mom. And long after my primary role as a mother ends, when my son finally leaves the nest or becomes self-sufficient, my role will definitely be that of a secondary role. And then where would I be if my children were my everything and my world? Where would I be? So many of us get caught up in our kids, and that makes us afraid to really go after and to go for the things that are completely ours and completely 100% through us, organically about us. And that just may be our creativity or chasing our dreams or our goals or going after that. And I don't think that I think that saying that your kids are your world or your kids are your everything is a way that society has tried to brainwash women and to oppress women into feeling that, in some sort of shame or guilt, that if you don't say that, or if you don't promote that, or if you don't live that, then somehow you are less of a woman, you're less of a person, and you're less of a mom. My kids are not my world. I like to take breaks from my kids. I like to do other things. I am interested in other things outside of my kids. I am not caught up in some sort of thing where if it doesn't involve my kids now, of course, I'm very protective of my kids. I don't want anything to happen to them. But I also want to display what I hope that they grow into their adulthood, is that they be whole and fulfilled adults, that they pursue their dreams, their hopes, and their aspirations, and they are not tied down and living their identity through someone else. So sometimes it's not just a man or a partner or a woman that we're trying to get our identity from. Sometimes it's through our children, where we are still trying to fill in that void. And so if that's you, I want to encourage you today that you are just as good a mom as anyone else. We know you love your kids, and most importantly, you know you love your kids. So who cares what anybody else thinks? And go after your dreams. It's not selfish. You're not going to leave your kids behind. They will lack for nothing. They will be okay if you chase your dreams with passion and with fervor. Go after your dreams. Chase them. Your kids do not have to be your world. People out here posting, my kids are my everything. I love my kids. I post pictures with my kids that I think are amazing, and I love them to death. I really do. And I've had ups and downs, learned a lot. I definitely didn't day one, day two after my daughter was here, I didn't know everything about being a mom. I learned as I went, and I'm continuing to learn now with my son. So it just is what it is. But no one can dictate to me how much I love my kids, and I don't have to put any rhetoric or narrative out in the atmosphere for others, or even to convince myself that I love my kids. And I'm no longer going to allow the narrative of the world, or even an internal narrative. Sometimes it's us. So often we've been beat down and bogged down. Our experiences, maybe we didn't have a good relationship with our mom or our dad. And so again, we're trying to make all these corrections through the lives of our kids. And I'm here to say, don't do it. And if you have something that you want to do, if you want to go into business, or you just want to pursue something that just sparks your creativity as a hobby. Some people are not even spending time doing hobbies, things that they love, because they feel guilty that if they do that, they are not the person whose kids are their world. And I know some people are going to have something to say, but I don't care, because I said that shit. I said my kids are not my world, and your kids don't have to be your world in order for you to be a good mom or a good dad, or good two moms, or great two dads. Your kids don't have to be your world. They just don't. Your kids are one part of the many things that make up your world. So go ahead and be you. You are a full person. You are a whole person with hopes, dreams, aspirations, talents, likes, dislikes, tastes, values before they hit the earth. And you will be that person after they have gone on and started lives for themselves. If your kids are your world gonna be lonely for about 60 years if you plan on living that long. I plan on living a long and healthy life, and the best is yet to come for me. I am excited. My kids are definitely along for the ride, but they are not your girl's world. Okay? So I just wanted to share that, because we get caught up in my kids are my world, my kids are my everything, and not me. Not me. Okay? So be encouraged. Be encouraged that if you have been bogged down, if you've been oppressed sort of by that thought process or mentality, whether it is self-imposed, whether you have been caught up in the rhetoric or the narrative of society, maybe it's some sort of internal thing that you have going on, maybe it's a part of your past or the way that you were brought up, it's somehow kind of catapulted you into that sort of mentality. Take a look at that. See where it comes from, and see where that mentality may be holding you back. All right? So I just wanted to share that. I definitely need to get back to work. Okay? I just have thoughts. I have random thoughts when I be in here. And I just pop up on here and I just share them with you guys. So I'm Steph, creative director, Just Two Women LLC, and the co-founder. Okay? Now, if my kids were my world and I was worried about them 24/7, do you think that I could do that with excellence? I say not. Okay? But I am, because my kids are not my world. But I love them suckers. They are amazing. All right, I'm going to go, because I do have work to do.